Welcome to WWE Wrap Up. Oh yeah. Now enough of that. Now, what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be talking about SmackDown and Raw and NXT right here and all the interesting matches and storylines that's going on. Now, something very interesting is, of course, is the whole tag team championships and who's going for it and what's going on with the New Day. The New Day is just phenomenal. They're doing a great job with what they're doing. I'm just saying they're great on the mic. They have the people's response. It's crazy because a lot of people love them now. The New Day sucks. New Day rocks. It's just this whole thing that's going on, and it's just moving people like crazy. And they're going to be facing off against the Usos at Fastlane, which is going to be another incredible, great pay-per-view with a lot of matches that we're going to be talking about as well. Now, their matches, I'm just saying that the Usos are going to win this. And I'm saying that because I believe this is going to be a setup for WrestleMania. So when they face off against the Usos once more, they win the titles back. Okay? And I believe that's what's going to be happening with this. Now, other storylines it's going to be, of course, AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho, and they're going to be facing off on SmackDown next Thursday. So that's going to be a great match. We're going to see a lot of things going on there. I'm thinking Chris Jericho might win this one, and we might get a third match at Fastlane, or if not, WrestleMania. Between three people, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. Now I believe their match is going to be really crazy, and it's really interesting, especially, since Lesnar is freaking Lesnar. However, like Dean Ambrose said to Roman Reigns, I don't even have to pin Lesnar. I can just pin you. And that's true. Vice versa. Roman Reigns can just pin Dean Ambrose. But I believe they're going to have their hands, so it's going to be a great match. Triple threat. But this is the question. Who could win this is going to be quite interesting. Because people seem to like and dislike Roman Reigns. It's very crazy. All because of, last year when he won the Rumble. People didn't want him to win the Rumble that year. They wanted him to win it the year before that. And that year, Daniel Bryan made his comeback, and they wanted him to be the World Heavyweight Champion. But it didn't turn out that way. And now people kind of hate him. It's kind of this whole controversy of people hating him, people liking him. But, he is great. However, his mic skills do need a lot more improvement. And, he needs to work on that. However, he could be that he has this whole run-in with the Authority. So he might take on Triple H at WrestleMania. Now, is that what's best for business? Well, they took the title away to see, maybe put him kind of in his place of where, okay, people don't want him as champion, so we're not going to give him that opportunity. And we're going to take it away. But now, you also have Dean Ambrose, who everybody loves when Dean and Roman are tag team together, helping each other out. People cheer for him like crazy. Now, with that in mind, think about that. If he goes to WrestleMania, he wins a match, and say he beats Triple H, then he will be the first ever to be Intercontinental Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, Seth Rollins had the United States title and the World Heavyweight title to become the first person to hold those two titles, which is very great, very interesting, because it hasn't been done before, or at least to this extent. However, are they going to do that with Dean? And then if that happens, will he also have to defend his Intercontinental title at WrestleMania? Because we haven't really seen anyone that has been able to defeat Dean Ambrose. So that's going to be something that's very interesting as well. Who will face Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania? Will he just go against Triple H if he wins? Or will he have to defend his Intercontinental title, which then has him going against Triple H later that night as well. So that's going to be very crazy, very intense, and something to kind of think about. Now, Lesnar. Okay, he's a freaking beast. Of course, that's his whole thing. And regardless of what happens, it could be that, okay, they can he'll win, go to WrestleMania and face Triple H, and that's a rematch of when they fought before, and Lesnar just decimated Triple H. So it could be that, and then Lesnar becomes champion once again, because of course he was never pinned, by Seth Rollins. His match against the rematch against Seth Rollins, Undertaker interfered, which cost him that title shot. At the Royal Rumble, he was thrown out by the Wyatt family, who were already eliminated, so that kind of made no sense. Which were eliminated by actually Lesnar. It was ridiculous that they just come back in. That's complete bullshit. Can't believe that was freaking allowed, so I'm glad he's getting his rematch, but it kind of sucks, because there are other deserving people as well. But anyways, yes, that would be quite interesting to see Lesnar against Triple H at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight title. Okay? That's going to be quite interesting. But will it happen? I have no idea. It's kind of like all up in the air. And then you also have the fact that the Wyatt family, they're creating all this devastation. They have attacked Lesnar before and have attacked Roman Reigns. And, of course, Dean Ambrose. But this does kind of raise the question with the Wyatt family. Okay? They are 4 devastating people. Okay? They will tear through anything and anyone. They faced up against the Dudley Boys, Rhino, and Tommy Dreamer and took them out. Okay? Put them to tables, all of that. But they have been targeting quite a few wrestlers that have been getting on their radar. Ryback and Big Show. Okay? Now, stay with me. This is what I'm thinking. They will be faced. I have a feeling that it's going to be an 8-man elimination tag match. It'll be the Wyatt family against Ryback, definitely for sure. Ryback, Big Show. Oh yeah, definitely Big Show, and 2 other members. Now these 2 other members, it's quite interesting who they could be. 2 people that do come in mind is, of course, Brock Lesnar, mainly because they threw him out of, the Royal Rumble and cost him his shot. So say Lesnar loses, or maybe the Wyatts come out and they take out Lesnar, because chances are if there is interference, some bullshit will come out of like, oh, remember, triple threat matches are no DQ, which is bullshit, because they do that all the time just to keep changing it up. So that could happen. Wyatt family takes them out, whatever. Or maybe Bray Wyatt gets involved. I highly doubt that part. But it could be that. It could be all 4 in an elimination match against Ryback, Big Show, Lesnar, could be, and possibly Kane, because we haven't seen Kane in a while. So that would be a really interesting bout for all of them to be, I guess, going against each other. I would watch that. And it seems like a really good match. And there's going to be definitely that big showdown of Big Show against Braun Strowman. And, of course, there is the whole thing of, the United States Championship with Alberto Del Rio. Okay? Now, I know, and I believe Kalisto. Now, their match is going to be interesting. Should be fun to watch. There's not much storyline there. But it should be interesting and a lot of fun. I'm not sure who Kalisto will face at WrestleMania, but it could be possible that he'll get defeated by Alberto Del Rio, and then Alberto Del Rio will face Kalisto at WrestleMania again for that title, and kind of an endless cycle, I guess you could say. Until either Cena returns, or maybe you get other competitors to go there. And one of the biggest things, of course, for me is to see who's going to be facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania. For me, the biggest thing is, of course, Sting versus The Undertaker. To one of my favorite wrestlers. And it's a match that everyone has been dying to see. Now, Sting has been injured. However, he could have a speedy recovery. I haven't heard a thing from him or from other people stating anything. But he's had surgery for his neck. And it could be possible that he could face The Undertaker at this WrestleMania. But if he doesn't, I would like to leave you guys with this. Who do you think would face The Undertaker? If it's not Sting at this WrestleMania, or is this going to be The Undertaker's last match at WrestleMania? This would be horrible if it is, because if it's not against Sting. But it could happen. So who would you guys want to face The Undertaker? Who do you think would be worthy of facing The Undertaker? Pick any person, people from the current roster, or maybe people who you think would be great to make a comeback and face him. Maybe it could be another Undertaker's versus Shawn Michaels match. Who knows? And yeah, so leave a comment down below and discuss whether or not this person or that person is worthy of facing the Undertaker. For me, I'm just saying hands down Sting. Whether it's the last match of his career and Sting's career, that would just be incredible to see. Okay, guys? And I'm going to leave you one more thing. There's a rumor, okay? But like people like to say, take it with a grain of salt. I've been looking on the internet, and apparently Goldberg wants one more match in the WWE, but not just against anyone, okay? And no, not The Undertaker. He wants a rematch against Lesnar. Their match at WrestleMania was really hyped up, but they were both leaving. There was really nothing great going on. And not even Austin could save that match as a special guest referee. But it just went to hell. And that was a really horrible match. And he wants to rectify that. So they want to put on, a great show. So maybe just one more time, face off against Lesnar at WrestleMania and build that up. That would be amazing to see, Lesnar versus Goldberg once more, them colliding. And, it's definitely freaking awesome. But, it's just speculation at this moment. Goldberg has said that he would want that to happen. But who knows? Maybe it happens this WrestleMania, or maybe it happens at another WrestleMania, or maybe it doesn't happen at all. But we can only hope that it does happen. Why? Because it's best for business. And I'll see you guys on another WWE Wrap Up. Alright? Take care. Did I do it right? Did I do it? No? Fuck it. Alright.